Proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. But baby, how come you never call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tunga dakika 25 arshiringi 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not star ibiri emwe hash otoraneho daily bundle ninga kozesa my MTN app ogambe aha bei dondoro aha kuba kuturi kugamba hamwe twine kizibira MTN enkora n'obushosholeke nibikuratirwa MTN nerebera rushitongole cha Uganda Communications Commission.
Abantu nyana bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwo kuba byansika ruguza egabude obone baletere mibazi yona eyabusireira ikara no bya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai no gitoza hati nurekeraho genda mu batyasika ruguza yone mibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigule ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya yo musubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mu mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigere ulcers hanija sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa omugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija na gekazi toine iwo karwara amaino habo kwani obo kabakuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high naiwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge ekandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwano kirora genda nakasenti kogule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abo kumanya bikiraho baza nabo hazira msanju munana mukaga 13 04 00 na 0 msanju 40 kenda na 5 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimu ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yakikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo ali nyaba kusasa nibakumara mu busase bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handweleza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara saizi okendezo munyeto gwine oine kizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa bateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakiomba ko kiyakona house haine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba zesimu 0 musanju 8 kinana na 8 musanju na musanju asatu na 8 na 0 musanju 0 mwenda nkaga na 2 kinana na 3 anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire ibire zekiro ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukuba zaitwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
Two children hacked to death in Kibale district. Family attack. 64-year-old man dies in fatal motor accident in Kibale. INRA speaks out on extortion at way bridges And FADAC denies M23 rebels' accusations of airspace violations and ceasefire breaches. These and more stories next in the detail. A very good evening. It is exactly 8 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. Now the news in detail. Police in Kibale district are hunting for unknown assailants who last night invaded a home in Maisuka B village in Kiakaziri sub-county and hacked to death. 2 children thereafter fled the scene. The act that has sent shockwaves through the villages and residents is reported to have occurred at around 1 a.m. as parents of the children, one Katuye Sipiriani was away in Rubali mining area in Kasanda district, and Rosmel Kaitesi, who was also away to attend a burial in Mubende. The assailants allegedly hacked to death Joshua Ninzeyimana, aged 13, a senior 1 student at Happy Land Aces in Mubende district, and Jonan Morenjezi, aged 9, a primary 2 pupil at Maisuka Primary School in Kiakaziri sub-county, whereas other 2 girl children who were in the same house fled for their dear lives after noticing the attack in the wee hours of the night. The 2 girls who survived the brutal attack narrate that the assailants, who were 4 in number, were armed with machetes, and adding that they ran towards the home of one Kenneth Bajira, a neighbor.
Ayishira batera gwije natakwimwa kora abari kutuye gusa kuzakubareba nahora bayikirashitanda cyabajishwa batanika kubahuragura nje twayigure nyuma twayiru kwiruka ngije atwirukireho yatkomeza nyuma kuri twayikira wakenese kungo muntu twacengera mu kareje niwe yitubayitimbira
tubire tunyame bakota bije batera gwije baje batwirukireho batwisobwa kuri twanyagero wakenese na kuje wenka yanyagero wa twanyagero wakare una urire ni kareje yari kuja ngo ariko kanira aritera abana mu kisi.
Rosemary Kaitesi, the mother to the deceased children, who says she got the shocking news of her home invasion while at her relative's home in Mubende district, adds that she suspects a one Julius Mwesigwa, alias Kaleju, who was sometime back a casual laborer at their home, who parted ways with them in an improper way of an alleged debt of about 900,000 shillings.
Kwate byangwe narunda boda zande hariho ikindi kindamanyabwo ko abana nkamba sigire mu nju burijo ngendaga nkabasiga mu amazima garigo ikintu takiserekire imbire nyino mukozi hano umukozi ogwe yangambira ati ndikwenda kugaruka mu senta kanze kupanjisa mu senta hano habica konka mu wike hwire kaza kurana ahora cyamana ari kunterera isimu Julius Mwesigwa ati yakuha babiri ngahanga birarakora senta arazi kubikisa emitwaro 9 namubuza shi emitwaro 9 abira zimbicisize akazikora nazi munyaga ngahanga akazikora handi yazi kubicisa amazimo buhame bwabura na musinga ekiti nkabura ku kigamba ubwo twaturi mu mushango emitwaro 9 hine grupu yo yari nayo bari mu baraho kuhabwo kwa nkabanyeberire bari kugamba ngo karejo mukazi kugira ngo akwime sente za waciro ryamutangire mu muhando muteme tinkabura ku kigamba eyo grupu yeye nakare nibo bankozire mu
Joseph Ayesiga, the OC Kibale police station, led a team of detectives to the scene today morning with a sniffer dog, but it lost track. But officers picked the bodies of the deceased, conveyed them to Kibale Health Center for post-mortem as investigations continue.
Kugambiwe kiro kyaijo bwire bwekiro esaazi zitakumanyika abantu abatakumanyika barumbirega makagano basangamu abana ababerege babyamire abayisiki babiri n'abojo babiri nuko utaza kandi bakayita abana babiri abojo era ati tukigumize nti abojo babiri banu bafuire ekikorwa kino gikozerwege abakuru ba makagano bataloho baitu hati tutandikire kuseruliriza nekigenderwa kyokwetegereza abanyanzi gwabo ababaire mu kikorwa kinu hati niyo tukusabira abayikazi bekichweka kinu mutuyambe kakusanga muba mwine kimumanyire kyona mwije mukitusobole nuko abakozera kikorwa kinu tubakwate kandi tubajunane baitu kibere kikorwa kibi muno na muno munenyo abantu bakyakazire ebikorwa binu biri bingi muno mu district bari kyakazire ninyo mukusinga na bwekyo tukwatanize tuhige na kikozere owaba kikozere.
Shocked residents led by Ismail Ramadan, the village chairperson, and Kenneth Bajida, a neighbor to the family, have condemned the brutal murder of the innocent souls, asking police to expedite the hunt for the suspects to face the wrath of the law.
Musamerana wanje ndamangu n'abashuma rundishi nabijire kanga kugira ngo bateganise kejimpa twayiguraho twashanga abantu babiri bona batemera bafiri namazire natera polisi yatera kibare
bayikire hawanje shamushana ndacika 20 ati kubayikaho akakajwire busha ndigura ndababuza nenshi ngo baturuma ndakwata ubureso ndabubaha ndamara kububaha ndatina akaniko kamandize mu njaka karagira ngo mama we ngo abana babisire ngo Joshua bamwisire karatanika kuri ibintu bibyaducangire twene nureba buri muntu we nayo akwasire hamwe imbera zibere zitanguhe kabataka tubuze gucyo gukora
neto byatushobera bataka turya tushobanzirirwe cyo gukora cyatuburira
kabataka ba mayisuka twine kushasha kwinji abwe cweka cetu eshitarimo businji government amazima etukwatire hare kintu kikwatene cyabatemo.
Very, very unfortunate incident. Now, away from that, a 64-year-old man has perished in a fatal motor accident at Bukonda Trading Center along the Kibale-Kagadi Highway. The deceased has been identified as Matthias Baguma, who died as he was being rushed to Mubende Regional Referral Hospital last evening. Baguma, a resident of Kikumbia Village, Kabasekende Sub-County in Kibale District. KDR's correspondent Tom Magara reports that the accident happened last evening.
Pikipiki cha bajaji ilisoboyire kutunga registration number yayo habukuba bagihurega bagisereka obu batumiranga ine ubusobwa ntama na cyaterekera wa boda kandi nayo pikipiki ye kika cha bajaji itusoboyire kugitunga habukuba nayo bagirikizega bagisereka hanyuma yopando buno yaterekera bamwirikizega bamutwara Mubende Referral Hospital ali umbera mbi muno nambira hati akwijanjabirwa kandi we Benezer bamwirikizega bamutwara mu kliniki ya Kabasekende Trading Center nawe ali umbera mbi muno nambira hati ubire buno akwijanjabirwa abanyamaraken magatomisa abarongo Kabasekende Sub-County Kiwale District.
Thank you, Magara, for that report. Now, the Uganda National Roads Authority, UNRA, has said it has launched investigations into the alleged bribery acts by its weighbridge staff on highways. This follows a viral social media clip in which a citizen identified as a sand dealer accused the weighbridge staff on Kampala-Masaka Highway of extortion. The individual alleges that weighbridge personnel has been extorting at least 500,000 shillings for each route under the pretext of overloading fines, an amount he describes as too high and unfair. The clip sparked a reaction on social media, with the victim urging the Minister of Transport and Works, General Katumba Wamala, to intervene in what the individual says was mass extortion at weighbridges. In a statement today, Uganda National Roads Authority UNRA says it has not found sufficient evidence of specific facts or individual involved, but promises to conduct a full investigation into the matter. UNRA further states that it has established robust internal intelligence and investigative mechanism and warns staff at weighbridges against involvement in unethical behaviors. Now, the Uganda Prison Services has confirmed Luzira Prison being disconnected by National Water and Sewerage Corporation over areas worth 18 billion shillings. Reporters today, quoting sources, reported that there is a crisis at the country's largest prison after being disconnected 5 days ago. However, in a statement, prison's spokesperson Frank Baine confirms the development, saying that whereas the matter is of national concern, prisons is currently utilizing water browsers to mitigate a water crisis. Baine says negotiations are currently ongoing between the Ministry of Finance, Internal Affairs, Uganda Prisons and the National Water and Sewerage Corporation to solve the impasse. Moving on, the Internal Crimes Division of the High Court in Kampala has sentenced 3 men to a total of 20 years after being convicted of their roles in the foiled attack during the funeral of the former Deputy Inspector General of Police, General Paul Lokech. The attack was foiled in Padel district in August 2021 when security forces intercepted Rashid Katumba, who was carrying explosives with the intent to cause harm to the public. Last Friday, persons including Katumba alias Abdu, Najib Luyenje and Arafat Jamil Kiyemba were convicted by Lady Justice Susan Okalany. The judge convicted Katumba of terrorism and unlawful possession of explosives and sentenced him to 10 years for each of the 2 offenses, but to run concurrently, while Luyenje and Kiyemba were each sentenced to 5 years after being convicted of belonging to a terrorist organization. In total, they are to share among themselves 20 years in prison.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, FARDC, have denied accusations made by the March 23 movement M23 rebels regarding alleged airspace violations and breaches of the ongoing ceasefire in North Kivu province. Last evening, M23 AFC rebels, through their political spokesperson Lawrence Kanyuka, released a statement accusing FARDC and its allies of using fighter jets to launch assaults on M23 positions in Lubero territory, with reconnaissance missions extending to Rushuru territory. These accusations follows heavy fighting that erupted early Sunday in Kirumba and surrounding areas in Lubero territory. In response today afternoon, Lieutenant Colonel Ndike Kaiko Gilome, FARDC as the spokesperson for North Kivu province, issued a statement refuting the M23 rebels' claims. The early night is 14 minutes past 8 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, a quick look on the top stories once more. 2 children hacked to death in Kibale district family attack. 64-year-old man dies in fatal motor accident in Kibale. UNRWA speaks out on extortion at Way Bridges, and FARDC denies M23 rebels accusations of airspace violations and ceasefire breaches. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your night, and please keep with us.
From all over the world, local, regional, national